Hello, this is Sheridan from Enjoy Birth, and today I'm going to talk to you about mother-directed pushing in a hospital setting. This can sometimes be a challenge as most of the care providers there are used to working with moms with epidurals and doing coached pushing, where they yell, "Push, 1, 2, 3, 4," to help direct the mom to push. They're not used to working often with unmedicated moms who can do mother-directed pushing. And actually, sometimes even moms with epidurals can do mother-directed pushing as well. This first birth is mine. The nurse got me into this pushing position, the typical one where I'm more on my back and my legs are in the stirrups, and I wish that I had thought ahead and gotten into a different position before I started to push.
Concentrate,
girl.
Push.
Good.
Hold your breath. And hold your breathing. Now you need to push.
No, I am. I'm breathing the baby.
So this is me, and I basically explained to the doctor I'm doing breathing the baby out. And I'm resting between pushes and about to instruct her in other matters as well.
I want the cord to not cut the cord till it stops pulsing. And I want my husband to cut the cord.
Birth partners, always be handy with water because I got really thirsty while pushing, and a lot of moms do. Now I'm just going to follow my body again, and this time I'm more grunting the baby out. Again, just doing what feels natural to me.
Okay. Good.
Good job.
Moms are so suggestible during their birthing time, and especially during pushing, so it's really important that you watch what you say. The nurse in this instance tells me to hold my breath and during my last push, and I really wish my doula had just told me to follow my body and that I was doing a great job.
If I can give you one suggestion since you're going to do the last push, when you take a deep breath, I want you to hold it. Instead of screaming, I want you to hold your breath because that'll give you double the power, okay? We want to get the baby out.
The baby and I both were doing well, so there's really no urgency for me to push like that. I pushed for just a little over 10 minutes. And sometimes a mom might instinctively, mother-directed, push like that, hold her breath and just bear down. And that's fine if it comes from her.
There he is. He's a big boy. A big one. That's what I wanted to do.
I've had a few moms that have had a little trouble figuring out how it is their body wants to push. And for them, I encourage them to wait until they have that overwhelming urge to push. And that might require just waiting for a little bit, or sometimes trying a new, more upright position can help the baby move further down into the birth canal until they get that urge to push. And then typically their bodies do take over and they're able to just follow and do whatever feels right to them. The next birth we're going to see is Hope, and she also did mother-directed pushing. And this is what she says about it.
I was put into a room right away and started pushing. I pushed through 7 pressure waves for the next 25 minutes to push her out. It took the first 2 to 3 to really get the hang of it and figure it out. I pushed on my side because that's what felt most comfortable. At one point, they asked if I wanted to switch to my back with the stirrups, but that sounded terrible, so I declined and just didn't want to and couldn't imagine moving from that position.
Down again. 1. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's great. You're doing great. One more. And push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Good.
You can hear the doctor gently coaching and counting for Hope to push, and she basically is ignoring her, and you'll hear what she says about that in a moment. And I love how supportive her husband is, rubbing her back and encouraging her.
Doing great, honey.
At the beginning when I was pushing, Dr. Kong was counting to 10 while I was pushing. I couldn't imagine pushing for that long, so I remembered what Sheridan had said about following my body and doing what felt right. So I'd push until I couldn't anymore, then let out my breath, and then started pushing again. Then I moved on to exhaling while I was pushing. No purple pushing for me. Eventually, they must have seen that what I was doing was working, because Dr. Kong stopped counting and everyone was very encouraging and kept saying that I was doing a great job and to keep doing just what I was doing while I was pushing.
This is really quick, Sheridan.
Sheridan arrived after the first 2 or 3 pressure waves. She was really helpful and held my top leg while I was pushing, which was so helpful because I could concentrate on pushing rather than having to hold my leg up. Also, she kept reassuring me and saying small parts of Hypnobabies scripts, peace and anesthesia, the whole time to help me relax. Lex was amazing too. The whole time all he said was, "You're doing great, honey," and relax, which was just perfect. I was so happy to have them both there, as the combination of what they said helped to reassure me and keep me relaxed.
One of the things that I like to do to help moms during their pushing phase is to reassure them that they're doing a great job and to really follow their body. If the care providers are really coaching them to do something else, but the mom's doing well and the baby's doing well, I just reassure them, follow your body, you're doing great.
Take a deep breath in. Imagine your lungs filling up with air. Hold on to that and push. Push. Raise your hand again. Nice and steady, nice and steady. Good. There you go. Nice and steady. Push.
Hope did really amazing, just focusing and doing what felt right to her. And the care providers were very supportive in that. At some births, they're not always so supportive, and I just really encourage moms to do what feels right to them and to focus on doing that. Again, as long as the baby's doing well, then there's no rush to get the baby out, and mom can take her time. And here's Hope just about to push the baby's head out, and you can see that she's staying calm and relaxed and just following her body as she finishes pushing her baby out.
Overall, I think I was very calm. I was just inside my head and focusing on my body and nothing else, and I was very quiet. Even though I had a lot of discomfort in my back, I still felt very calm, though it was really intense.
Oh, yeah, keep going. Oh, there you go.
Great job, honey.
Good work. Just hang on for a minute.
Doing great, honey. You're doing great.
Okay, she's worked out. We're going to get her right up on you. Okay. Give me another good push.
Another push. Here we go.
There we go.
There's your little sweetheart.
And I think they want to wait and cut the cord after it's up.
Okay. There's your baby.
6:24, guys.
Overall, the pushing time of birth can be pretty intense and sometimes chaotic with all that's going on in a hospital setting. It's important at this time for birth partners and doulas to remind the care providers of what it is mom wants. For instance, if she doesn't want an episiotomy or if she wants the cord to stop pulsing before they cut it, it's important that you speak up at this time, because sometimes they're so ingrained in their routines, they're just going to do what they normally do unless we remind them to do something different.